Welcome to yoga with weights and cardio. We're going to start in child's pose. Place your knees about mat width distance, big toes to touch. Sink your hips down over your heels. Walk your fingers out in front of you. Take a few big breaths. Inhale through your nose, exhale out your mouth. Start to settle into this space just for a few moments. We're going to start to build heat and work into our body. And just two more breaths will press up to tabletop position. Last big breath. On your next inhale, slowly press yourself up. Keep your big toes to touch. Lift your heels up towards the sky. Knees stay wide. Tricep push-ups with child's pose legs. Hug your elbows into the sides of your bodies. Keep moving. Shift your weight into your hands, then shift your weight back. Breathe. Exhale as you shift back. Inhale as you press yourself forward. Just a few more to go. Last three. Last two. Last one. Press up. High plank. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale as you step your foot back. Alternate between each leg. We'll speed it up. If you want it, add a little speed, a little hop in between. Right and left leg. Use your breath. Activate your breath. Engage your core. Last two. Last one. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up, sink your heels down towards the floor. Take a big breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Pedal out your legs. Sway your hips side to side. Spiral your biceps towards the front of your mat. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. Inhale, lift your heels up, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, journey to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Find length in your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Grab your weights. Spread your feet about hip width distance apart. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees. Tuck your tailbone under. Starting with single squats. Then adding an overhead press. Sink down into your heels. Lift your toes up and away from the mat. Squeeze your glutes as you lift up. Keep your palms facing each other. Each time you press your weights up to the sky. Last two squat presses. Last one, stay low and pulse. Pulse. Give me 8 more here. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last one. Step your feet together. Extend your arms towards the back of the room. Tricep kickbacks. Working the backs of our arms. Stay in your chair pose. So we're not only working our arms here, we're going to work into our legs too. Zip your leg lines together. Activate your core. Lift your elbows up a little higher as you kick back. Last 2 singles. Last one. Keep your arms up, palms towards the sky, and pulse. Find a little pulse, little movement. Make this movement small. Here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach your hands high. Exhale, release your hands down by your sides. Place one weight behind your right knee and keep the weight in your left hand. Kick your right heel towards the back of the room. Knees together. Find a bicep curl with your left arm. Lock your elbow right under your left shoulder. Stand up nice and tall. Press down through your left toes. Stay for 8, 7, squeeze your bicep, squeeze the dumbbell to activate your bicep. Final 2. Last one. Release the weight from the back of your right knee, as well as your hands with your weights. Exhale, Shiva squat. Connect your right knee towards the back of your left. Inhale, kick your right leg back. Exhale, right knee behind left knee. Feel the burn through your left leg. Lift up for 3. Last 2. Last 1, step your right foot back off the starting block, run. This is one of my favorite cardio moves. Release the weights from your hands. Tap right foot to your left hand back and forth as fast as you can. Keep your right hand planted into your mat or place your right hand on a dumbbell if you have unstable wrists. Getting your heart rate up a little bit here. Keep going. Good job. Last 2, last 1. Drop your right knee down to your mat. Leave your weights right where they are. Exhale your left knee back to tabletop. Then send your left leg towards the back of your mat. Lift your left heel up towards the sky and then tap your foot down all the way to your mat. Squeeze through your left glute. Square your hips down towards your mat. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. Stay strong in your upper body. Here for 6, 5, 4, moving into side plank next. Final 2, last 1. Spin open to the left side of the space. Keep your right knee grounded. Grab your weight, place it in your left hand, reach your left arm up, then lift and lower your left leg towards the sky. Keep your right wrist stacked under your right shoulder. Last 8. Find a gentle tap between your left foot and the mat as you strengthen your left hip. We get to ditch this weight. After 1 more, release your left hand down to the mat to release your weight. Stay in your side plank. We're going to do a rainbow raise. Tap your left foot in front of your mat and then tap your left foot behind your mat. Lift your left leg up as high as you can. Think about lifting it over your left hip if you can. Keep your left foot flexed as you tap to the front in front of your mat and behind. Final 1, exhale to tabletop. Kick your left heel towards the back of the room. Rainbow raise 1 more time, but in a tabletop position. Kick your left foot out to the left side of your mat and then up and over through a rainbow to the right side of your mat. Final 2. Last 1. Exhale, tabletop position. One side done. Now we move into some upper body work. Start in high plank. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press yourself up. You can do these on your knees or on your toes like I am. Engage your entire body, your legs, your core, your arms. Press the floor, the mat away from you. Option to drop down to your knees like I am whenever you need it. Just do your thing. Last 4. Last 3, we pulse in. 2. Last 1, stay down and pulse for 6, 5, 4. Yes, you can. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Press up to tabletop position. Grab your weights. We set up for arm work on your knees, or take a seat if it's too much on your knees, or place something under your knees. Starting with a front raise, thumbs up towards the sky, creating a small V as you extend your arms out in front of you. Stay in line with your shoulders. Take a moment to bring awareness to the rest of your body. Is your core still active? Use those stabilizer muscles. Because we pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, last 3, 2, 1. Release your weights down. Return back to a tabletop position. We're going to spice things up with 1 plank jack or plank tap and 1 push-up. I will be rocking 1 plank jack with a push-up on my knees. Take any option that you want to. You can find high plank, tap your right foot out, then your left foot out, then rock a push-up. Or do the plank jack down to a push-up on your toes or on your knees. Can you give me one more? Then make your way back to your knees for some lateral raises. Palms face the earth. Extend your hands to the sides of the room, about shoulder height. Fire up your core. Let's pulse in 2. Last one, stay up. Tiny pulses at the top. Last 2, last pulse, lower down. Find your high plank. We're gonna turn up the heat with some plank jacks or plank taps. So either both feet will jump out together like I am in the video, or you can place one foot out at a time, tap right foot, left foot. Keep pressing your hands into your mat. If you want a little bit more, plank jack to plank in. Both feet jump in to the center of your mat. Just one more plank jack, plank in, then hold plank for 4, 3, 2, 1. Push-ups on your toes or your knees. Just 8 here. Last 4, last 3, yes you can, last 2, last 1. Press up, back to tabletop, back to our arms on your knees. Hammer curl, palms face each other, lift your dumbbells all the way up to your shoulders, release all the way down to your thighs. Last 4, last 3, final 2, last 1, pulse in the center, small movement. Find a 90-degree bend in both of your arms. Lower your weights down towards the earth. Step your feet back, high plank, exhale, downward facing dog. You need to take a moment here, take a moment, grab some water, towel off. Set up for round 2. Inhale, lift your heels up towards the sky, bend your knees. Exhale, make your way to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, chair pose. Right into tricep kickbacks. Extend your arms behind you. Palms face each other. We've been here before. Let's do this again. Last 4. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Keep your arms lifted, palms up towards the sky. Find your pulse. Give me a few more. Then we set up for our other leg. Place your dumbbell behind your left knee this time. Rise all the way up to stand. Wide bicep curl on the right arm. Extend your left arm alongside your body. Press down into all 4 corners of your right foot. Lift your dumbbell all the way up, lower all the way down to your leg. We're here for 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. Release the weight behind your left knee, both weights towards the floor, hands still on your weight, Shiva squat. On your left side or your right side, feeling the weight in the right side. Connect your left knee behind your right knee. This is one of my favorite yoga moves because it feels oh so good. Find that burn, what you came here for. Just 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. Step your left foot towards the back of your mat. Find a lunge and then tap your left foot to your right hand. Feel free to keep the weight in your left hand, again, to help with any unstable wrists. Time to get your heart rate up right here. Last 2, last 1. Exhale, make your way down to a tabletop. And then extend your right heel towards the back of the room. We work onto our right leg this time. Lift and lower your right heel up towards the sky and then tap your toes on your mat. Modified side plank with weight is coming up. Open up to your right. Grab your weight. Place it in your right hand. Lift and lower your right leg up to the sky as high as you can. And then back down to the mat. Final 8. Last 7, 6, 5. We get to release the right weight down. And 3. Last 2. Last 1. Release your weight from your right hand all the way down. Rainbow raise on the right side. Extend your right toes towards the front of your mat. And then tap behind, forward and back. Lift up through your right hip, through your right leg. Flex your right toes. Just 2. Last 1. Lower down to tabletop. Extend your right leg behind you. Rainbow raise in your tabletop. Tap right to left. Squeeze your right glute. Try to stabilize your upper body. Last 1, forward and back, and then keep your right heel lifted. Find a pulse at the top. Can you lift a little higher with each pulse? Drive up through your heel. Extend through your right heel. Last 3 pulses. Last 2. Final 1. Exhale, tabletop position. Stay for your inhale and exhale if you need it. Child's pose. Take a moment to recenter, reconnect, realign with why you are here. Stay here as long as you need. When you are ready, begin to press yourself up into a tabletop position. We'll move through a few rounds of cat-cow. Stack your knees under your hips, wrists under your shoulders. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, gaze forward. Exhale, cat, round through your spine. Push your mat away from you. Inhale, slide your heart forward. Exhale, cat, articulate through your spine. Can you connect these movements with your breath? Return to your neutral tabletop and set up for our last challenge of the day. Step your feet back, lower down to your forearms. Forearm plank. We're going to hold this. And then I've got a little extra before we finish. Focus on your breath, on your strength. We're going to add on hip dips in 3, 2, 1. Drop your right hip to the right side of the mat, left hip to the left, back and forth, side to side. If this is too much, hold your forearm plank. Just 8 more to go, tribe. Stay with me. Keep rocking side to side. You've got this. We get to stretch after this. Last time to the right, last time to the left. Lower all the way down to your belly. Take a few moments to replenish your mind, your body after all the work that you just did. Tee out your arms for broken wing pose. Keep your left arm extended out to the left side of the room. Bend your right elbow, press down into your right hand to spin open on to your left hip, your left leg. Feel the sensation across the left side of your chest, shoulder, and left arm. If this is too much, leave your right knee and leg down. Otherwise, spin your right knee up towards the sky for a deeper stretch. Breathe into your left side body. With each inhale, open up. With each exhale, let go. Roll back onto your belly. Extend your right arm towards 90 degrees. Option to spin open to your right hip. Left knee up towards the sky, or stay grounded if it's too much. Nice deep belly breaths here. Stay here for a few more breaths. Let yourself settle into this pose. Take 2 more breaths. Final breath. When you're ready to move on, lower to your belly and then make your way to your back. Supine figure 4 on the right side. Bend your right knee up and over your left leg. Flex your right ankle. Feel free to stay there. Or if you want more, wrap your hands behind your left thigh, hug your left knee into your chest, flex your left ankle. Feel your muscular body slow down. Release your right foot. Supine pigeon, supine figure 4 on the left side. Any variation you want to take. Release your right foot to your mat. Release your left leg down. Inhale, hug both your knees into your chest. Exhale, happy baby. Grab onto the outsides of your feet. Ground down through your spine. Find a gentle rock side to side. Give your back a little massage, a little love for all the work that you just did. Find stillness. Release your knees into your chest, forehead up to your knees. Big inhale through your entire body. Fill up tension in your body with your breath, and exhale, Savasana. Reset, melt down into your mat for your final pose. Sink into the ground below you. Open up to the sky above you and ignite the fire within you. Continually breathe. Let your breath become more neutral. We consistently come to this pose at the end of every class, so we consistently seal all the work that we've just done here. This is the time we seal in the trust, the love, the strength. Enjoy this time. Begin to come back into your body with a softened approach toward yourself. Find movement in your hands, your toes, your wrists, your ankles. Take a morning stretch with your hands up overhead. Slowly hug your knees into your chest. Make your way into fetal. Then press yourself all the way up into an easy seat. You guys did it. Thank you so much for joining me. Shine on.